Morning, Steve.
Good morning.
How have the squad responded over the last week to a couple of setbacks?
Well, we're all disappointed when you don't win a game, but the art of the league and trying to get out of it is, to try and erase it and get on with it and get back to winning ways. It's quite simple. It was a tough week in terms of results wise, but another challenge tomorrow, and they come thick and fast. We knew it was going to be a difficult week, so another difficult game tomorrow. Let's get on with it and try and win the match if we can.
In hindsight, was it quite a good point against Preston, considering?
Well, I always knew they're a good side. They've only lost once in 16. Only lost 6 games all season. They held Wolves to a draw, playing with 10 men for an hour for the last 30 minutes. So we always knew that was going to be a difficult game. And of course, when we've gifted them the goal as well that we have, then that was always going to be equally more difficult. But overall, we could have nicked it in the end. That might have been unjust. So you take a point. But as we've seen in the week with the results, there's a few strange results, and that'll keep on happening until the end of the season.
Yeah, first goal for Lewis Grabban. Did he show exactly why you wanted to bring him here?
Yeah, and I always knew that he could play to a side. He did that in his younger career. And he's a goal threat, of course, and there was no disputing that he was taking the penalty and did make us better, his introduction. Unfortunately, he's got a bit of a sore groin from his exploits the other night, so we'll see how he is this morning. But was very, very impressive in his debut. I couldn't have been more delighted for the lad.
Yeah, we didn't touch on it last week, but our other January transfer signing, Axel, he was brilliant at Fulham, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's another one. Axel, who's got a hamstring strain, and probably 2 games in 3 days, which I thought about was maybe too much because he hasn't probably done that for a long, long time. And even with a great athlete like he is, has nicked a hamstring a little bit, so he won't be involved tomorrow. But I was very, very pleased with his debut. He did excellently, yeah, and he can see the enormous potential that he's got.
Yeah, quick one on Mile. He's enjoying a good run back in the side now. How impressed have you been since he came back?
Well, Mile is always going to give you what he gives you, which is that defensive anchor man who, anytime the ball's in the air in both boxes, he's a threat. And he's been a very, very good acquisition. A born out-and-out winner. When he's in the team, he always does very, very well.
You mentioned a couple of injuries there. Where are we with Adoma and Grealish this week?
I think it's maybe too early this weekend. We're hoping, can they get involved for QPR and Sunderland? That's got to be the aim. But that's where we stand with them too.
Snodgrass went off sick at half-time.
Yeah, we think he's okay this morning. We'll see how he is in training this morning. We'll see how he is. We hope he's going to be okay.
And Axel and Grabban, does that make them doubts, or are they very minor?
Axel won't play. Grabban, we'll see how he is today. Keenan Davis twisted an ankle in the last minute. That's sore as well. We'll see how he is today. So all of a sudden, from not 2 weeks ago to not having anybody injured apart from Codger, all of a sudden you've got 6 to deal with. And that's part and parcel of playing in the Championship and playing 3 games in a couple of weeks. So we've picked up a few injuries. Let's hope it's not too long.
Yeah, Codger's posted a few videos of himself back in rehab. How is his progress?
Well, he's rehabbing okay. As I've said frequently, I don't think we'll see John again this season. I wouldn't have thought. I would be quietly surprised if he can come back and play some sort of part. He's been out a long, long time. His rehabilitation and get him up to match speed again would be very difficult. So I don't expect him to return.
Yeah, the under-23s have had a very good week. Callum, Rashan especially, have they played themselves into contention?
Yeah, of course they have. I mean, the disappointment for me with Rashan in particular is injuries. We haven't seen a lot of him really because he keeps picking up injuries. Thankfully, at the moment, he's gone 3-4 weeks without anything. Callum has been in my thoughts since he played against Colchester in the League Cup. Somebody who we know what he can do, but the way the form of the team has been and the way we've performed, then We haven't quite needed him, but always he's been there or thereabouts with me, and I've got no problems at all on calling on Callum if I have to. So we'll see where we are tomorrow, and he's in the squad. We'll see how we go.
And what kind of game are you expecting at Hillsborough?
Always difficult. They're under a different sort of leadership now and a different manager. They've been close twice before. Big club, big history, big tradition, Hillsborough. But one, I'm quietly confident that we can go there and get a result. You know, it's now getting to that part of the season. You know, in a few weeks' time, we'll be down to single figures games of all about results, not really about performances and all the rest of it. We need to go and get results. So hope we can play well tomorrow on a big stage. All to play for.
Yeah, is it going to be a very different challenge? Obviously, they're the only team to have come to Villa Park and won in the league this season.
Well, they scored after 20 seconds. If you remember, the boy Reach hit a screamer from 30 yards, and we never quite recovered. So we owe them one. So be a difficult game though. They've got good players, and they've had a team that has been there or thereabouts in the last couple of years. So it's surprising to see that they're below mid-table, but I always think they've got good players in that team. And they proved that at Villa Park, so we know what to expect.
Cheers, Steve.
Thanks.